Okay, so we are going to start off with shading the eyes. Actually, we'll just start with the first eye. So you are going to shade in the pupil. You want this to be really, really dark. Then kind of do the outline of the circle. Then I'm going to give myself a little highlight, so a little tiny white dot. Then when you start to shade the inside of the eye, this is really important. You want to shade, instead of shading side to side, so just coloring it in like this, you want to shade from the outside in towards the center. So you're going like in a radial way out from that center pupil. So start on the outside and just kind of shade inwards, and then you'll go back through, kind of fill it in. All right, so there's our eye. Don't forget you want that little tiny line where your teardrop is. Then you're gonna go above, and this is your eyelid right here, or like that little crease above your eye. So you want that to be kind of dark. So I'm just gonna darken up that line. And then shade down towards my eye. So I'm just kind of coloring down towards my eye and going from dark to light. I'm also gonna make this the top of my eye a little bit darker, like so. All right, now you want to get the shadow right here done. So you want to make sure you're following kind of the shape. So see how I'm kind of curving? Then I'm going to go in the opposite direction and kind of shade it in. So typically that's like a darker shadow above your eye. And then you'll also come back over here where the nose is, and you'll do the same thing. So I'm shading along with that top of the nose, the line we gave ourselves, and I'm just fading my shadow out. So I'm drawing lighter and lighter. And I'm just gonna take that shadow and go all the way across to meet the one we just did. Then you wanna kind of keep a little bit of white space right underneath the eyebrow. All right. And now if you want, so I'm gonna use my finger for this. You guys can use a tissue or your finger. I think it's a little easier to use your finger, and I'm just kind of blending those tones together a little bit. Then we're gonna come up and do our eyebrow. So when you do your eyebrow, instead of just kind of coloring it in like that, you want your eyebrow to look like individual hairs. So you're gonna start in the center and you're just going up towards the side. I'm just doing like lines kind of going upwards. And then as I get towards the side, I'm gonna kind of put them more like diagonal instead of up and down. And they're just going out towards the side. All right, now we're gonna do our nose. The nose is probably the hardest thing on the face to shade. So you're gonna kind of just go straight down along the side and do this really, really lightly, because you want that open space. Like you don't want it to be like a very abrupt shadow here, or very dark. So you're just kind of going down the side. I'm gonna go into the nose, and I'm gonna go a little bit outside of the nose. I'm also gonna go a little bit under my eye here with a shadow. All right, now the bottom of our nose, we're gonna make our nostrils really dark. So we're just gonna do a dark shadow there. Come on this side, do this side. Then I'm gonna do the sides of my nose a little bit darker. And then I'm gonna go across the bottom with a shadow. So I'm gonna go along the bottom or the sides of the nostrils. Then I'm gonna just go kind of along the bottom of the nose. Do the same thing on this side. Then underneath the nose, I'm going to go a little bit darker. And then I'll go up the side on this side too. Again, the top, you want it to be a little bit darker. I'm going to take that and go right across again like we did before. I'm going to draw that line. I'm going to do the shadow on this side. So this side, I covered it a little with hair, so you don't have to worry about that whole thing. All right, and then I will blend all of what we just did. So blend our nose. All right. So you can go back and do that eye. I'm going to let you guys do that eye on your own. I forgot to do the eyelashes, so we're going to go back and do our eyelashes now. And remember, you're going to go down and kind of curl it out towards the side. And I'll do that all the way across. When you get to about the center, remember the eyelashes start to get a little bit smaller and they're going to change direction. So they're going to go towards the nose. Now we're going to go down to our lips. And that line in the middle, you want to be really dark. The top lip, we're just going to kind of color all the way across. Kind of like a mid-gray tone. The bottom lip, you're going to start at the bottom and kind of curl your lines up. And then when you get to the center, you want your lines to kind of just go straight up. Now I'm going to go back over top and I'm going to space these lines out. You want a little bit of a highlight right here. So I'm going to do a little shadow underneath the line where they meet. And then I'm just going to go straight across. Under the lip, you're going to have a little shadow too, so I'm going to make that a little darker, like to show the shape of your chin. All right, now we're going to do the cheek. So you're going to start along the side and just kind of give a little bit of a shadow there, and you're going to get lighter and lighter as you get closer to like the center of that cheek. And notice I'm still like kind of going with the shape of whatever I'm drawing. All right, so you're going to bring that shadow in. I'm going to blend it again with my finger. You could do this with a tissue. I think I've told you guys this before. I use my finger, but if you don't want to get messy like this, you don't have to use your finger. All right. Top of the head, same thing, in from the outside, kind of blend it in. Now I'm going to go back in and finish this eye. So I'm going to blend that pupil, give it a little highlight in the same spot you did on this side. Darken the edges, and then shade radial. So in from the outside. Darken that top line. Let's do our eyebrow. And do a shadow here. And then we'll do a shadow on the cheek. All right, that is all we're gonna focus on today, so just the face. And then you would kind of go through, when you guys apply this to your final drawing, you would kind of go through and you're looking at a picture, so you're going, this is just like basic face structure drawing. But when you're looking at your picture, you're going to try to match the tones to the tones in the picture. All right, so that is it.